Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're bringing a presentation on civilization and savagery. What will you learn today in this very fine presentation we put together? To begin with, what you will learn in the presentation is how to analyse quotations representing civilization and savagery in Chapter 1 of Lord of the Flies. As you can see, this is a civilized fly. This is civilization. And this is the quote we'll be analysing for civilization. Each boy wore a square black cap with a silver badge on it. The word square in this could represent the regularity and continuity amongst boys, how a square is the same the whole way around, or at least I hope it is. I'm going to get my maths GCSE, and that is what it represents for the children, with the boys. It represents even and regulated society. What's more, the word silver badge can also represent the hierarchy amongst the children. It can represent a hierarchy amongst the children, and show a status between them. How people with a silver badge may be better than some other people. These are all traits of civilization. What's more, each boy war shows how it's a uniformed decision, how every person in this club, as you could call it, are all wearing a cap with a silver badge on it. It's just uniform like society is and civilization is. Moving on, go. Ladies and gentlemen, here you can see Johnny Depp. He's very hot and he's bouncing up and down. I'm sure the ladies are enjoying this, but concentrate for a moment, please. This is savagery. This is savagery. As you can see from the quote as well, they piled their black cloaks onto the grass. They piled them on, which represents how they're trying to throw away their connections to civilization. They want to be at one with nature. They want to join the savage nature and this mysterious adventure of the wild. Also, the word grass. The whole island is covered in grass, and the whole island is symbolizing the lack of civilization. It's symbolizing the complete loss of civilization for all the boys. This just means they've now abandoned civilization and they've joined their new life on this island. Moving on. It's a Barmer. This Barmer is dancing. It's civilized dancing. But what this is a quote for civilization. Let him be chief of his trumpet thing. The word chief, as well as some people may have associations of it for savagery and showing how some tribes in Native America had chiefs and stuff. It also shows that they're clinging on to civilization in some ways, how they want to have an elected leader, how they want to have somebody ruling them and looking after them. And this shows how they're clinging on to society. What's more, when you think of kings and queens of the past of England, you remember the sounds of it's the trumpet, yeah! These children, they want to have the trumpets. They want to have the trumpets to symbolise, to show order and unity amongst the children and to show who their leader is. And what's more, the trumpet thing, they refer to it as a thing, as most children would. It shows they're still children. It shows even though they're all grown up and they're having this big elected society, they're still very much young people at heart. Moving on, this is savagery. It's a tiger. Tigers eat humans, I know. This is savagery, and this is the quote we'll be looking at. He looked around fiercely, daring them to contradict. He looked around implies like looking around like a hunter, looking around for his prey, looking around for the next meal, the next thing to make him survive. And then he fiercely, it shows how he's animalistic, how he will do anything to survive. He'll try his best, he'll try his hardest. He's not going to stop anything. And finally, daring him to contradict. He wants to be an alpha male, he wants to be the person in charge, he wants to be the person that they will have to listen to. He wants to be the person that is in charge. He's the one. He is numero uno. He is Johnny Depp. They want to be Johnny Depp. Finally, these are zombies. These are very much uncivilized, I'm sure you know. If you don't know, then run. And this is the summary. What have you learned in this fine presentation we put together for you today? In this presentation you have learned how to analyse quotes between civilization and savagery and see how they can symbolise different things amongst the children. And also we have learned about how the children have arrived from a civilised environment and have made their way to becoming savages and have very much given themselves up to this. So thanks very much for listening, hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something, and goodbye.